I hope you had a great 4th of July. I had a great one. Personally, I had a great one. I was on vacation. I was with my family. I got to travel a little bit, some time off. It was all wonderful. Unfortunately, we collectively, America, me included, of course, we had a really crummy 4th of July. This is not the way we should be feeling right now, especially on a holiday. Hey, Lee Greenwood, classic song, right? Who doesn't love Lee Greenwood? Turns out a lot of people, and they disagree with him. And actually, well, some of Lee Greenwood's famous song, it almost seems like it doesn't count anymore, or it doesn't apply.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, that song, I know. I've cried, you've cried, it's beautiful. But let's break it down here. The first part, proud to be an American. Yeah, right? That's a given. Not anymore. Not anymore. Did you see this disgraceful display? The hammer thrower, right? Proud to be an American. When they played the national anthem, she turned away in a huff. This is catching on. This is considered cool with roughly 40–50% of the country blowing off America, not feeling proud to be an American.
Are you proud to be an American?
No. I feel embarrassed to be an American every day. I think a lot of things about this country are really embarrassing. Just like, I mean, racist history, colonization, even currently, just what's going on with politics and the cops.
Not really in this climate. No, like, I'm a black person, so obviously I experience a lot of, there's like oppression that comes with that.
Be proud of what? And what is there to be proud about if you're black and being like, because it's just like, it's still a lot of stuff that goes on for black people.
I think that's a complicated question for me. I think I think most of the time, no, at least over like the past 4 years, it's been tricky to, love to be an American.
Okay, they're embarrassed by America. I'm embarrassed by them. But at least they're just expressing an opinion, one that I totally disagree with, but it's just an opinion, a feeling. There are some lunatics calling for the ugliest type of action.
Join us back after you recover from your holiday weekend, and do me a favor, burn an American flag if you get a chance. If you see one, burn one.
Burn an American flag. Yes, the American flag itself is a symbol of, you guessed it, racism, and it triggers people. The New York Times studied all the kinds of people who like the American flag, and guess what? There's an undercurrent of racism. Of course there is. Of course there is. What Michelle Obama was talking about all those years ago, finally coming true.
Let me tell you something. For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country.
Yeah, she was only into her country when Iowa voted for her husband. How about this again? This not being into America all over the place on the left. Governor Cuomo.
We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great.
And how about Barack Obama's right-hand man while he was in the White House, a guy named Ben Rhodes. He was very prominent in Obama's inner circle. He has a new book, and this is his reaction now that there's a president, or was a president, he didn't like very much. It turned him off to the entire country. I look at the flag that once stirred such emotion in me and feel absolutely nothing. All right, consider this, though. This is bad stuff, but it's not that alarming. The elites, the sophisticates, they always thought patriotism was corny, was beneath them, was for other people. But there's the other part of the song that actually seems to be applying less than ever before. Listen.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Where at least I know I'm free. Does it feel like we're free? Does it really feel like we're free? Are we free to say whatever we feel about last November's election? Are we free to say however we feel about men, women, that there is a man and woman, transgender issues, if we possibly don't comply with the LGBTQ community on everything? Are we free to say that? Will our employers be okay with that? What about race? What about faith? What about Dr. Fauci? Are we free to do all of these things, to say what we believe? No, obviously not. There can be massive repercussions. And who's running the show right now? A couple of folks. We got the mob, we got big tech, and we've got mainstream media. They are keeping everybody in line. Some. A lot of people are just kind of blowing them off, and I love those kinds of people. I like to think of myself as one of those kinds of people. But this is a dark time, and people don't feel free. Some people are not free to go to the bathroom in peace. Have you heard about this story from Los Angeles? The We Spa. A spa where women and men go for, I don't know, massages, pedicures, all that kind of stuff. Sit in the whirlpool for a while, I don't know. So at the We Spa, they have a men's locker room and a women's locker room. However, if you self-identify as whatever you feel like that day, I guess you can go into whatever locker room you feel like. This brave woman did not like that one bit. And she made a statement right after she was in the women's locker room, and a biological man came walking in.
I'm up here at the We Spa, and a man, okay, comes in slinging his penis. I almost want to fall out. I couldn't believe what I saw. I couldn't believe that this man, okay, and these people up here, and you got some women scared to say something. Baby, I'm not scared to say a thing. The blood of Jesus.
Well, good for her for not being scared, but a lot of people are. Speaking out and wanting to have a moment of peace and tranquility in a spa, in the women's locker room, and someone, a person who identifies as a woman, even though they're not a woman, can just walk on in there. That's not right. It's not right. But her display and capturing all this on video, look at what it wrought. So let me tell you what's going on here. The woman in the purple showed up in solidarity with the woman who was inside. And Antifa shows up, and they call everybody else a transphobe, and they almost made this woman run into the street. She almost got hit by a car. Sooner or later, by the way, we're going to lose somebody. If we haven't already, I think we're running the risk. Of course, the cops showed up, understandably so. Violence. Look at the reception they got. Again, this all stems from someone who identified himself, herself, whatever, as transgender, even though they were anatomically a man, and felt that they could go into the women's locker room, and a brave woman said, that's not okay. And she wasn't alone. And all hell has broken loose. Is this crazy? Oh, the press showed up. I don't know if this is mainstream media or what, but a guy with a camera wanted to document it. Look what happened to him. Look at this. This is literally mob rule. Mob rule. And the mob believes that a, forgive me, person with a penis belongs in the women's locker room. That's why they're so upset. That's what's driving all of this. That doesn't seem right. And mayhem on the streets like this, it doesn't feel like a free country. Comply or die, huh? This is strange stuff. But remember this. The thing that they're using as the biggest excuse to justify all of this nonsense, January 6th. January 6th. If you raise any question these days about anything, particularly the election, you are a threat. You're a threat. Because you have concerns about the fairness of last November. You helped fuel January 6th. That's why they're hyping it beyond all proportion. They got to hype it, hype it, hype it. And they've got to pretend that people like Jacob Chansley, who, let's face it, is a bit of a clown with his horns and his makeup and all that stuff. Anyway, he was there on January 6th. He's back in the news today. Why? A judge has ordered that he remain in jail. He's been there for almost 6 months. He didn't break anything on January 6th. He's not even alleged to have broken anything, and he didn't hurt anybody. This person's a political prisoner, and America is not a place where we should have political prisoners. And America is a place where you should be able to shoot your mouth off if you want to, and not have to worry about the consequences. Within limits, you know, fire in a crowded theater, that kind of stuff, but this was the worst 4th of July that I can remember. But I have a feeling we've got some great ones ahead.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.